Hey, Gremlin here. Welcome to ARK. I've been playing this for a couple of weeks. I mean, I've had the game for like 3 years, but it was early access and fairly unplayable. It wasn't optimized until it was fully released. Um, and then we just got a patch, maybe a week ago, like 900 megs. And then another 300 a couple of days later. It's introduced a bug to the game that I'm going to deal with, but yeah, generally. Only other thing is I'm playing it in DirectX 10 because somehow this game, with the way I record things with my graphics card, whatever, it 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 doesn't it plays fine, but recording it gets kind of hitchy if I try too much. It shouldn't matter much. It might be a little overbrightened. I don't know. We'll see what happens. What I want to do is make everything zeroed out. I'm just going to start. Okay, from zilch. Uh, I started doing this, yeah, a few days ago. I wound up rage quitting because there's this bug that you get stuck on the edges right now. I don't know why that's a thing. I suspect the reason is they're introducing Structures Plus into the game. We don't have it yet technically, but I think we have enough of it that it's causing problems. I'm going to go ahead and throw it in as a mod. I'm also going to throw in this. So if I'd had this before, I would have been happy. I'll explain more about what got me killed. It was really nasty. It doesn't matter for now. Everything's defaulted. I'm going to kick up taming speed because otherwise we're waiting hours and hours and hours to tame anything. Having tamed things, I don't want to have a pet animal walk in front of me while I'm chopping something down and behead the thing. Show up on the map is probably a good idea. And I might do like that's not what I want. Where is it? There should be somewhere a couple of things I want. If I'm close to something, I don't want my presence to prevent it from growing back. And I want things to grow back quickly, because again, otherwise, if I was just playing the game, it'd be fine. But if I'm recording, it's going to be really boring. It'll, a game week at a time that I'm waiting for stuff to grow back. That's it. I'm doing the island. I've got these. They were free. They came with it. I haven't got these partly because, well, a lot of people didn't. Simply, I got the game like 3 years ago for $15. And then somewhere during early access, they started releasing these for money. And it really kind of angered everyone who'd already thrown money into the game. And they were like, well, we need more, so here's, give us more money for this stuff. The game today is like 60, or I think it's on sale for 50 right now. But let's just go. Yeah, it was a little weird that they were suddenly, instead of releasing patches for the early access version, they were suddenly just releasing whole new things. And it's, give us $20 for this or whatever it was by then. Now we just wait for startup. That'll be fun. Yeah, if I play this thing just, fully, it's just I'm waiting for it. I don't know why. It works fine on my end to play it, but just somehow between this and trying to record it over on the other screen, which is, this, it just the frame rate drops to like 8 if I'm doing too much. So I'll just keep this over here. Yeah. Anyway, so I wound up getting this like 3 years ago. Someone, I don't even know who it was anymore, tells me to get it. It says, you like Minecraft, right? So, yeah. Was it just like Minecraft? Okay. It's not, by the way. He was wrong. But it has dinosaurs, and you're a paleontologist, so, it'll look done. Okay, well, we'll have a look. And whether it has dinosaurs is a matter of debate, I guess, sort of. I mean, we'll see. Yeah, that's about how white I am. Why not? I'm colorblind, so it's a little hard to... Can I have that, though? I don't know. I'm just going to go... my hair is, like, dark red, so we'll say that's dark red. For all I care, my eyes are kind of light gray. Sure, why not? My height is 6.5 feet tall. Here's the thing: first, it's going to take 15 minutes to do all this. Second, if I make this look like me instead of this cop who retired and became a gym teacher, every time I look at the inventory, it's going to look like this, because if you're more than 6 feet tall, whatever this guy is, there's no actual just change height anyway. It's more change elements. I can make the legs real long, but I don't care. It's first-person shooter. I'm never going to see me. Yeah, that's not entirely true. I'm going to start here as opposed to anywhere else. This is a little peninsula. Not a lot of resources, but it's like relatively safe. You'll still get killed. Things can kill you. It's how the game is. Let's just go. But yeah, I might stay alive for an extra couple hours before we have a problem. Okay, well, yeah, that's nice. Let's go. Oh, it's got sky lasers coming in all over everywhere. Please. So, yeah, it's day one. Should be like 7:30 in the morning. 60 degrees. Great. Cat's jumping on my desk. That'll help us. Sit down. She's gonna groom the microphone. Oh, I hate these. These are the one thing I can't zero out. I think everything else is done. Let me check. Make sure. Yeah, there's nothing on the map. Those are attached to achievements. I can't, without basically getting a new copy. Well, not even just a new copy of the game, but a new user account. There's nothing I can do to get rid of it. And we just get them right back anyway. It's just a hassle every time I die. Those stupid things come back in. I don't want to. Let me get some stuff together to start making tools with what we can do now. More thatch, and more 10. That's not enough. 9, 10. Okay. What? What do you think I don't have? Oh, you said I had 10. You liar. Alright, go. Give me that. And this will probably level me up, in fact. 3.5 out of 5. Pretty close. Throw that where I want it to be. Pick up some more stuff. Probably level up. Yeah. Alright. That'll let me do a couple of things. Well, for one thing, I want to kick my weight up. My first priority is carrying a lot of... I'm going to push this toward 200. That actually just got me 110. This is the... I'm going to grab that. I want it. What happened was I can't show you on the map because it's not filled in, but I was north in the snow trying to get stuff. Built a little house up there, and there's this bug now that if you're on especially something man-made, like you've built a house or something, you're on the edge of the floor and you try to walk off onto the normal ground, you get stuck there for like 30 seconds. Hi. And can't do anything. It's like you're in swim mode, but really slowly sinking. It's weird. And so I've got this house, and I'm trying to get out of it because I got all these animals, vicious animals, attacking me and, breaking my house. They're trying to basically big bad wolf the whole thing so they can get to me. This is going to be like outside my level 15. We're not really there yet. So I tried to just escape the house, get them to follow me, and run somewhere. And I got stuck on the edge, and they killed me and destroyed the house, and everything about it sucked. And I basically rage quit because I had all of my stuff with me, at least a really good amount of stuff with me. I was up at like a level 80 at the time. And it was just terrible. My thinking is if I had S+, and I didn't have it, I could probably remove the floor I was on. In theory it makes sense. Land on the ground, be able to move, just go back. I could have just demolished it, I suppose, although it takes longer to do. And then if I had the headstone thing, I could have got in. As it was, I had to respawn without any clothes and then go back to the... the clothes that they destroyed the bed I was on, or had with me, and I had a raft with a bed that was half a kilometer away, so now the job is trying to run across the ice with just nothing, and it didn't work. It was just, I tried over and over, and I was not happy with the results. So I killed him, and here we are instead. By the way, give me an axe. Give me that too. What do you want? More stone. Alright. Put that where I want it to be. Give me the torch. Put that where I want it to be. Get some rocks. And make a fire. I want the S+ one though. Yeah, it's really good they're going to get it in the game. It's really amazingly useful. You can pick stuff up and move it around after the fact, and that helps a lot. Get some pajamas real quick. Let me go see what this sky laser's about. Can I do that? Not that, this. Yeah, that. Go. Oh, every time I build something, I slow down, of course. Alright, well, so that's why we're starting over. What the hell is that? No, you don't. I hate you guys. Good. Look, it's a dinosaur. What are you stealing, you dick? Pegamastix africana. It's a heterodontosaur. We found out, like, well, Sereno found it in, I think, 2012. And in the game, they're these horrible little thieves. Stop stealing. Damn it to hell. Come here. Come here. You're going to make me miss out on this thing. Better let me in. I'm going to be angry. By the way, this is not a good place to be. This little pool formed by, is this the mouth of the river? Or the delta's on at the other end? I don't know. There's a bunch of piranha in here. And piranha are not friendly animals. What do you got? What do you want? 15. Everyone sucks. Get away from me. That's alright, whatever. Let's just start getting material together. Okay. Oh man, I need to build up my ability to break things. Do I have some meat, so I can go cook that. That'll help. Maybe find some more animals on the way there. Yeah, it looks like the frame rate's holding, so I'm pretty happy about that. It's not as detailed as I'm used to. Usually it's a little darker with decent shadows, but, you know, you can see what I'm doing. I guess it works fine. And it is just kind of Unreal 4, so there's only so much you can get out of it in the first place. Not that Unreal is bad. It's certainly easier to work with than, like, CryEngine. It's a Pteranodon. It's a pterosaur, it's not actually a dinosaur. God, I keep thinking Sternbergian. It's not. It's, I'll think of it. It's, Longiceps? That sounds right. Oh, and this is where the game starts annoying me. Pegamastix was bad, but that was just because they're built to be bad. This is a Dilophosaurus weatherly. Here's the thing. First, let me kill it, because it's going to kill me. The frill thing. Don't run. Damn it to hell. I can't see anything. Come on. You slimed me. Is that you again? Did you come back, or is it a whole different one? You're going to kill me, aren't you? Okay. Where's the other one then? Come here a minute. I want to talk about you. So, like a dozen years ago, Dead Rising came out. And there was a big concern at the, well, I'm not concerned, but people were complaining, I guess, at the time that it was so shamelessly ripping off Dawn of the Dead based on like two keywords. There were zombies and it was in a mall. Which, you know, someone decided was not exactly a protected concept. This game way more shamelessly rips off Jurassic Park. And by which I mean the film. So that's terrible. And one big thing, actually one small thing they ripped off. In the novel, the Dilophosaurs, I guess, spit venom. Why not? Yeah, I don't care. Get off. Let go. Can I get rid of... What the hell is this now? Damn it. Okay, I'll be right back. I was talking instead of killing, apparently. In the novel, Crichton had him spitting venom. He was wrong. Animals that spit venom have hollow teeth. Groove teeth. Don't want that. Don't want these. Want the rest, so give. And, raid the corpse for raw meat. Where are did it eat the other Dilophosaur? What happened with it? Oh, just hang on a minute. I'll find it. I'll find one eventually. Just throw down my campfire here if I can. And throw some meat in it. Thanks. Do the thing. Get there, get light fire. The novel had the thing spitting venom. But in fact, to spit venom, you have to have hollow teeth, groove teeth. So that was just wrong. The film decided that wasn't stupid enough. So they gave him that stupid, frilled lizard thing. Didn't have that. Charitably, you could say there's no evidence that they had it, but that just means that they did have it. It's a stupidly lucky guess, and it doesn't count. There's no evidence for it. We don't guess. We don't. Well, it's not entirely true, but guesses tend to be based on other things, and that die. And that was not the case with this thing. It was just you can't compare a squamatin frilled lizard to an Archaeosaur. Doesn't work. Alright, let me throw this in here perhaps and get more meat happening. Give me the meat that I have, I'll use that. Give me these. Might come in handy. Level up real quick. Yeah, go to 130 on that. What does that allow me to make? Level 4. Okay. Foundation's good, but I can get to level 11 here today and just go wooden, which actually does me more good. Ordinarily I wouldn't be able to get to a level 11, but I know a couple of things about this area. I'm just watching for things. Alright, so yeah, the film has these Dilophosaurs. This is the safest place I can cross this river. And it's not awesome because there's an ichthyosaur, it's not a problem. There's these mantas that'll, they're on the lookout for like Steve Irwin, so there's one. That guy can really hurt me, so I'm just gonna leave the water. Let's go, leave the water. Okay, go. I'm gonna go look for something. Yeah, they got the stupid frill things that they didn't have. They're spitting venom without hollow teeth. Figure that out. And then they're all teensy. That one's teensy. See how teensy it is? No, in fact, they were... Well, if this guy... It's hard for me to judge short people. I'm a couple of meters tall. That... The hips, before you get to the neck and head, should be about my height on a Dilophosaurus weatherly. Just in fact. I think someone told me, I don't know if it was official or not, but the argument was in the film, the Dilophosaurus wandering, or the one. Well, not a hatchling, but it was like a juvenile. It wasn't grown. Which is I guess it's an excuse. The flaw then is in this game, those little meter-tall Dilophosaurs can have hatchlings that are the size of field mice, and it gets really silly. I'm looking for a couple of things I have almost no basis for finding. I mean, I know it's here, I'm trying to figure out where. Everything looks the same in here, so it's a little tricky. There's, like ruins. There's a backstory to this game, kind of. There it is. So occasionally you find these obviously man-made ruins, crumbling things, which do a couple of things for you. One, well, they do one thing for you, but they do it two ways. A, this gives me information on a woolly rhino, which is weird because they don't live here. They live up where I got killed in the Arctic. Although this is funny. Alright, what do we know about Dilophosaurs? They would have to have hollow teeth, which they don't have, in order to spit venom. Or if I wanted to say that in Greek, they would have to have coelodonta. Literally means hollow teeth. How weird is that? Coelos is hollow. Cavity hollow, Donta obviously is teeth. I would say, it seems obvious to me. I assume everyone knows that don't, basically the same root as like dentist. The other thing this does for me, apart from telling me about an animal that has hollow teeth that doesn't live here, Because here we have animals that don't have hollow teeth and do, but they spit venom. If you look here, this countdown for the next 5, 6 minutes. Wait, 10. More than that. Several minutes, if that's 1 second, I don't know. It's doubling my experience, which you can kind of tell, although I gotta unload a couple of these to get them going. That's why I came up here. I want to kick up my experience really fast if I can. And spend Ingams on, I want this, to mix stuff, including this, and that way I can start tranking animals. I wouldn't hate having a bed, by the way. Then I don't think we care about anything immediately until about here. I can make arrows. Well, there I can make Ebola. That's what I wrote. Not Ebola, but Ebola. That's something I want. Okay, let's move on. Over here, somewhere, let me check the map and see if I'm pointing in what looks like the right direction. There's another one of these. So, over here-ish, somewhere. And the cool thing is that's not it. Oh, damn it. Look, I want to talk to you. You tiny, wrong, Dilopus. No. Stop running away, coward. You started this. So, here's another thing. The models in this game are pretty good. Let me get a pointy thing. Except, well, it's got a frill. That's really stupid. One of the determining factors, I mean, apart from the crest, the actual Dilopes, the twin crest, this thing should have right about here, right about there on the upper jaw, this like subnarial gap. There's a Spinosaur in this game that actually kind of has it. This should have one that's even more pronounced. I don't know why it's not there. So yeah, some of these models are a bit questionable. I got lost because I followed him. I'll find it. There's another ruins thing up here somewhere. There's a backstory. There may be defensible, in-universe explanations for why these animals don't make any damn sense. Why they're all living together, why they're all this stuff. Why there's floaty stuff in the sky. But, yeah, just from a starting point of someone telling me you gotta play this game, there's dinosaurs, they're really just not quite right. Everything's a bit off. Including that being Dilophosaurus weatherly in reality. Here in the game, it's not. I don't know what it is, but they all have different species. Like, made-up species. The exceptions are like the Tyrannosaur, because there's, of course, a Tyrannosaur, is a Rex. It would have to be. There's a sea megalodon in the water, a shark. I haven't found a dossier for it, so I don't know exactly how they label it, but I'm sure it's something, at least megalodon. I don't know what they tell me about a genus. That, that's questionable. We'll get to it. At some point I'll find one and get eaten or tame it or something. We can talk about it then. Is that it? No, it's the old one, isn't it? Well, I'm back to where I was, I think. Yeah, it looks like there's another one of these, but it's got like an archway thing. This is, yeah. Let me apply what I've got to carrying down to sea level 8. That's already a pretty good start. Doesn't help me. I don't want any of these things, but it's we're on our way. I know it's this way-ish. I don't know where the hell precisely this thing is. It's worth finding, though, because if I can find it, we can get my my experience up to almost 20 before nightfall. I just got to figure out where they've hidden the thing. It's not... I think it's somehow easier to find it coming back from over here because there's like a hill in the way if you try going to it. You can't see it, but on the way back it's a little more evident from where I'll be. I might just find it, though. Is it over there? It might be. Oh, nuts. It's just never easy to find these things. Like, you can know precisely where it is, get like a sat nav and track it down to a millimeter, and you're still stumbling around trying to figure out which side of the millimeter it's on. It's just a mess. What do you want to find that though is important? Well, I can live without it, technically. Might live longer without it, in fact. That's another thing. I really cannot get killed right now, or else I'll lose the experience that I'm doubling. So that's a concern. It's not this far, but like from this clearing, I should be able to turn around and kind of see it. It's just, it sort of stands out if you notice it. It's how to describe. It makes no sense. It's just here somewhere. I'm sure of it. Oh, I don't know. There's no landmarks really, apart from edge of clearing. Turn around, try to find it. But I know it's in here. Yeah, I want to not get killed, which I guess is always true. But doubly so at the moment, because right now, doubly so, I'm building up experience by existing, and that's cool. I don't know. Let me. The map isn't going to tell me much, but let me check. Actually, based on this, it might be in front of me now. I thought it was behind me at this point. I don't know. It is in Sears. It's somewhere. I don't know where the hell it is. I got to be careful about encountering bad things. Triceratops horridus, I guess, maybe so. I mean, it would be. That's the type species. Doesn't have the horns on top of its head like that. The really top ones that make it look like a devil. Or Hellboy or whatever the hell. Triceratops is one of those funny things. I think Marsh found it in like 1889. Othniel Charles Marsh. One of the kind of proto-paleontologists back when the whole... It was 50 years after the foundation, well, 40 after the foundation of the science, but that was back when you could just walk around and Hadrosar and find stuff. And he tried that. That's still that one, isn't it? Where did they move it on me? How could they have moved it? I don't know. I don't get this. It's somewhere. Oh, it is seriously hard to just find these things. I don't know why. Well, I do. There's a bunch of trees in the way. Anyway, yeah, Marsh and Cope. Cope and Marsh. If Marsh was Edison, Cope was Tesla. And they were almost contemporaries, actually. But they got really... They started out as friends, became rivals. Eventually they were just enemies. They were like sabotaging each other. Marsh in particular was obsessed with naming as many different animals as he could. Which means he got sloppy, and every time he found just a pebble, he's like, this animal is this new thing I've just made up. And yeah, somewhere in there, like Triceratops, they invent. At one point, it was like 21 species of Triceratops, and it was all just one. Well, at this point, I think there's like 2, maybe 3 recognized, but this was 150 years, 130 years ago, 40, somewhere in there. Please show me this thing. I'd like to have this thing. Where the hell is this thing? I cannot find this thing. I'm angry that I can't find this thing. Oh, what the hell? I usually just find it. It's right here somewhere. I promise you that. I can't figure out where it is. And what's the worst thing is it's probably I've seen it a dozen times and didn't... There it is. It's right the hell there. That's what I'm talking about. It's just... And then stuff's gonna, yeah, grow in. And if I get... The closer I get, the less I can see it. It's just the way things render. The trees I can probably chop down or something. This thing I can't, so it's a different render priority for things. Give me this. Yeah, this is backstory stuff. It's like number 21 out of X. I think what I'd like to do if I can is just hold off, try to get as many of these as I can, and then we'll try to read them through kind of chronologically. That's good for weight. I'm going to now go up to punching things real hard. And that gets me to 15, so that's cool. That'll get me that thing I want. I want that. I don't actually want a bow, really. Like, I'll need one eventually. I want that. And, what else is going on? Oh, I want that. That allows me to make my... I need that for my headstone thing I want to make. The rest of this, we'll get to. Gunpowder I can make, but we'll get to it. Gunpowder is not really important to me until I can do a gun. Curiously enough. Oh, please render the map. So this is the direction I want, I'm sure of that. So yeah, Martian Cope, I haven't read it yet. Apparently, because Crichton died a few years ago. Wrote Jurassic and then did all this, and then he died. I guess one of the books released posthumously. He did like a non-fiction-ish thing on Martian Cope. That again, I haven't read it yet, but I imagine it's probably echoing what I'm saying. About, what's this about? What were you? Really, you think so? I disagree. I think, because that's basically a Deinonychus, right? Deinonychus anaerobus. I think they're, well, they are Deinonychus. They're, I think in the game they're considered Utahraptor ostromasaurum, or whatever species they just gave them. Instead of something recent, that did exist. And that explains why they're so big. In fact, they should be not quite as tall as this plane. About half a meter. Actually, exactly half a meter. The holotype, basically the skeleton on file, I guess is the way to put it. For Velociraptor mongoliensis was 50 centimeters tall, which is half a meter. 207 centimeters long. So, I don't know, roughly, if you had a really large house cat. I have a really large house. I have a couple. One's huge. At one point she weighed 25 pounds. I think she's lost weight since then. A Velo would probably be about 30. Deinonychus is a different animal. Vastly different. It's the size of a timber wolf, about 200 pounds. A meter tall at the hips. More or less the height of someone eye to eye staring at someone. And then Utahraptor ostromasaurum was Jim Kirkland, I think it was Jim, yeah. Founded in like 1991. Gave it its own name because it looked too big to be a Deinonychus. That works, I think, you know that. But I'm pretty sure it's just another Deinonychus. It happened to be a little big. About the same thing happened with Tyrannosaurus imperator and I don't know, other things probably I can't think of offhand. But yeah, the ones in the game, of course, are hilariously huge and just they're not Velociraptors. Velociraptors are tiny. I mean, you'd probably have a bad day if you encountered one and didn't understand what it was, but on the other hand, you could just about kick it across the room. I'm gonna feed this guy 3 more times. Oh, what about you? Yeah, about that. Those guys are almost useless as far as having animals, but once you have them tamed, you can pet them, and the way my experience is being doubled because I did the things over there. They not only their experience goes up quickly, but was the other one male? Where is it? They kind of cast. That one's male. Okay, feed. I can get a mating pair. I can just make lots and lots of animals at some point. I don't know where the hell the first one went. All right, I should have some fiber and some berries, so we'll just work it out later. Let's see if we can. What? I'm out of something. I need to repair this. I don't know what. Flint, really? I guess I didn't get very much flint. Yeah, you can pet those things and any other tamed animals within a certain radius. Not a big radius, by the way. You can. They'll throw experience at your other animals, and then you can build those up without doing anything. You can be lazy and just pet something. You should eat. That would be kind of cool. I don't know if I want to spend the money. Oh, it's 11. Do it. I don't care. That might also be, that's a lot of hide. Deal with it. I should have the points to spare. The next thing I'm really concerned about is level 20. This will get us into the Iron Age, basically. So, let's focus on that as a goal. And, you know, again, my experience is just throwing itself up, so, you know what reminds me, can I make this? Oh, I would. If I can make flooring, that really throws me some experience. And I think, because it's being doubled right now, it'll give me twice as much for making that stuff. So let's make one of these, and that's the S Plus model. Which means if I get stuck on the edge, I can just pick it up and get it out of my way. Throw that here so I have it to work with, and get some more wood. Keep an eye out for those little Synodons. Okay. Yes, you're certainly chopping down a tree. Thanks for being noisy. Okay. Yeah, these are Blistrosaurus Murray, I guess. I say I guess because I have this habit, like I acknowledge having it, it's a bad habit. The hadrosaur here is Parasaurolophus walkeri, which is to say that no, it isn't. It's, in fact, Parasaurolophus walkeri, but that sounds so hard to say. It would be like saying spaghetti. It's just weird. Spaghetti, you know? Yeah, spaghetti. So unless you have something weird like Marie, or Marie would just sound worse. I have a habit of shortening the I on it. It's just something I do. I don't know why. It sounds better to me. And arguably, it doesn't matter. There's no way to mispronounce compounded, you know, Greek and Latin words. You can, for all I care, you could say like Tyrannosaurus Rex, and no one's around to tell you you're wrong. The C. megalodon, a lot of people say megalodon, which just sounds kind of Gomerish, but okay. I don't know where the hell that one went. I gotta find it sometime. Yeah, I need floors. And then we can start building at least the foundation. Damn it, I'm losing my voice. The foundation for a house. I actually want to combine a house and like a bridge across that river so we don't have to worry about mantis. Or for that matter, piranha or whatever. No. Oh, I did that for half a reason and forgot the other one. Kick up damage. Find out 17? Nope, that's not 17. Okay, that's farming stuff I'm not getting into yet. We'll get to it later. Oh, really cool. Eat some food, would you? Kick up damage. I'm gonna go to, I don't know, at least 150 on the damage, then we'll figure it out. So that really I want to be here-ish? No, it's still too far. Yeah. Feeding trough wouldn't be the word. I'll get to it though. Again, I'm saving up for Iron Age stuff. Where's the little guys? I want the little guys to feed them and make them mine. It's not really important. Just, I don't know where they are. Oh, goody. What do you want? More wood? What do I have? 4 of them. Didn't notice what I need. 44 out of 80, so I need 36. And that'll get us kind of a strip, I guess, out of, I'm going to want about, I've got 6, or I've got 5 now, I'm going to want about 30 of them, for a reason. Oh, my, experience doubling has expired, so. Now it's less helpful to do when I should have been doing this earlier. It's fine. We're already up to 18 or whatever I just said. Ordinarily, if I didn't have those things to help me, I'd probably get to level 5 in the first day, maybe. So, this could be worse. Grab more stuff. See if I can find those Descendants sometime, that'd be nice. Do kind of want to kill you, just because I'm saving up for leather at this point. there's it's not like the first day is it's like all that important to get these things done, but it does kind of get them over with. And of course, everything you do kind of gives you extra experience. Okay. I saw the Descendant. Yeah, it's a little Therapsid thing. It's Triassic animal. Kind of before my time to be. Well, it would be, wouldn't it? But I mean, oh damn, I ignored it too long. Where's the other one? If you don't finish taming it in a certain amount of time, the taming element starts decaying away. There's an entropy to it. It's strange. Let me just go keep an eye on it. We'll get it done. Yeah, there's an advantage to having these things kind of get hungry again, would you? Effectiveness is still up there. It's just still there. We go. So one more of those, I think. Where's the other one? Which one are you? You're male. Okay. Let's not hit the Lispersar. Let's kill it. Trilobite, or again Trilobite. Pick one. Trilobite just seems easier to say. Not much to say about it. I mean, to call it a trilobite is a lot like saying that something is a mammal. It's an entire class. There's I don't know how many species, but it's a lot. Oh damn it! Okay, we'll find it. It's just, apparently that's going to be some downtime. We'll get it. It's not a problem. Yep. Chopping down trees. This is why I want Iron Age stuff. What do you want? I need 20 more. We're not going to get it tonight, not really. You can get a few of these. Please do your job. I just replaced my mouse too. Trackball. I wore out the other one. It took about a year, which is kind of cool. Where is the Descendant? Damn it. Get back here. Eat food. Become mine, you horrible thing. Murray. Just because, you know, Murray eye. That's what I'm saying. By the way, let's talk. Do not hit anything. You're bad at that. Follow me. You are following me. Let's follow me closely, because I can't do much with you. I can't ride you or anything. We'll find the female sometime and have that too. You're following me on your, yeah, your silky little legs. Get over here with that. Actually, start setting. It's going to be nighttime here in a sec. I just want to get kind of a concept out for, this is probably the most practical place. If I set up here, I'm going to build a bridge from here to that tree over there. So let's start here or so. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go away. You're causing problems. 5. And then we'll just go to the side. 1, 2. That's what I have. I can show you the problem and the solution if it works. A, if you try to walk off the edge, I don't, it just sometimes. You know what? You go there. Just sit. I don't want to talk about it. I don't know what. There we are. So I'm now stuck. I'm not even touching it. I'm not touching anything. It'll eventually release me. Whether I do it or... Yeah, I didn't do that. Here's what I'm hoping. If that happens to me, and it will eventually, it's just guaranteed. I don't know why it's not doing it at this point. What I think I could probably do that I couldn't do before... Oh, come on! Well, that's just weird. Maybe there's a cooldown period. I don't know. That's strange. But as soon as I think it's safe, it's going to happen again. So my idea is that if I just pick it up instead of demolish. If I demolish it, I get like half the material back. If I just pick it up, I can walk away with it. If I'm stuck on the edge, which I might be if it happens, what the hell? fine. I think probably I could pick it up and just drop to the ground because it wouldn't be there anymore. We'll try it sometime. Apparently right now is not a good example. I didn't do that. It jumped. I don't know why. It's weird. It happens all the time. I'm so tired of it happening. So you have to run and jump off the edge to make sure nothing goes wrong. Alright, well, and now it's raining, which is, there's really no recording at night in the rain. The sky's gonna get all nasty, and it'll be really dark. I'm gonna level up for now. Punchy damage. 19 gets me to about here. No, that's too far. Damn it, why do I do these things? Yeah, 19 doesn't give me anything. I want these. We'll get those tomorrow. Do I have any rocks? I have 9 rocks, that's not enough. I want these, but I don't. I need a lot more stuff. I'll gather stuff overnight. Tomorrow we'll have it and we'll just do it. Can I get stuck yet? I'd really like to test this. I guess it doesn't matter that much. Maybe I should be happy it's not happening. Huh. Well, it happened the one time, so we know it's a thing. I don't know why it's not doing it now. One day it will, and then we'll test it then and find out if I'm right. For now, I'm going to get out of here. Marie says hi. Yeah, I'll just see you tomorrow. So, bye.